Good morning to everyone and welcome to the Data Visual webinar series. This is a webinar series in the context of Data Visual project, a project funded by the Erasmus Plus program of the European Union with the aim of training professionals on big data visualization skills through storytelling. I am Gianluca Vagnarelli, the founder of iStrategies and an official partner of this project. And I'm going to introduce you to the data visualization through storytelling. So what will you learn in this in the next minutes in this webinar? We are going to present the second case of data visualization through storytelling. The name of this case is 30 Years of American Anxiety. And we will see how effective data visualization is a combination, at least in this case, between different approach. And the second element, that is the human factor, is always the key for your data visualization. The human factor that we already mentioned in the other webinar dedicated to the data visualization through storytelling. So this is the plan, and we can move forward. So the title of this second case is 30 Years of American Anxiety, as we mentioned. And we are going to share, to present this case through the homepage of the website in which the project is presented, and so I'm going to share. So you can see the web page of this project, 30 Years of American Anxiety. Basically, this project is a data visualization of 20,000 letters sent to Dear Abby column. Dear Abby is a famous column written by Abigail Van Buren, is a famous columnist who provides life advice. And the data visualization investigate these 20,000 letters sent from 1985 to 2015, revealing what worried most readers and how the worries changed over the 30 years. So you have a text presentation at the beginning, this one, and the project is presented in terms of data visualization, combining illustrations and traditional data visualization skills. So I want to highlight this data visualization because the interesting aspect of this project from my point of view is the fact that we have a combination of different data visualization and storytelling techniques, at least three data visualization approach. A traditional time series in which, along the x-axis, you have, from this to this point, you have the distribution of the years between 1985 to 2025. So they are the 30 years along which the readers sent the letters to the column. And just above, so this is a traditional, data visualization through the x-axis in which we have a distribution of the years. Just above, we have here 8 different sections, clickable sections, we can see, in which you can visualize which years the related letters have been sent on the subjects of the letters sent. For example, in the case of Heights, we can see that the letters are concentrated just after 1985, so in 1986, maybe in 1987. Why? Because this was the period in which the epidemic exploded. Then this subject disappeared, in the following years. If we click to another subject, LGBTQ, for example, we have a few letters, in the 80s and 90s, but we have an increase of this topic starting from 2005. So this is an example of the fact that through this data visualization, you can understand not only the subjects of the letters, but also how these subjects changed over the 30 years, over the period considered. And the third, and maybe most important element from a storytelling point of view, is the fact that you have here, bricks, in interactive bricks, in which you can read the related letters. For example, in this case, you have this letter regarding AIDS, in which the reader, the person wrote on September 11, 1987, I'm planning a 1-week vacation to San Francisco and already have my airline tickets. My son, 18, is insisting that I have an AIDS test when I return from my vacation. Why? Because he says that you can pick up AIDS from saliva, and since I will be eating in lots of restaurants, and I'm also staying in the home of a gay friend, I'm taking a large risk. And you can understand through this letter the phobia that was at that time regarding, and also the discrimination that was at that time regarding AIDS. But the element I want to underline is the fact that you can enter through these bricks into the single stories, into the single letter, some of the letters collected through and presented through this interesting project. So coming back to the slide presentation, the question is, what can we learn from this case? At least 2 elements. Sorry. So at least 2 elements. The first one is that an effective data visualization through storytelling is a combination between different approaches. In this case, we have a traditional data visualization technique in which we have impersonal data, so just the years along which the letters have been sent, with in addition digital solution like interactive data visualization, in which you can go into the different subjects of these letters. And the third and most important element from a storytelling point of view, stories. Because why is it so important? Because stories provide the personal element compared to balancing the impersonal one that is in the cold data along the x-axis. The personal element is provided through the bricks through which you can read clicking, you know, on it and reading the stories of the people who sent letters to this column. This is the first element we can learn. The second element is that if you want to make your data visualization engaging, you have to add in it the human factor. This is an element I want to underline that I already mentioned in the other webinar, but it is very, very important because, as I already mentioned, people do not empathize numbers, people empathize other people. So in this case, reading the letters written by readers, you can learn their stories, their problems, their worries, and you can empathize with them because you recognize you in their you know, feelings. So this is what we can learn from this case and from the 30 years of American Anxieties case. If you want to go in depth into this case, I suggest you to click to go on in the website because you will find more information about it. So thank you very much for your attention and see you in the next webinar.